What's up everyone? Thanks for coming back to the Vegan Test Kitchen. Today we're making something that doesn't sound that great. Banana date scones. I like bananas, I like dates, and I like scones. Who doesn't like scones? But mixing them all together, not quite sure about that. So, we're gonna see. Hopefully they're delicious. Here's what you're gonna need. Whole wheat pastry flour, regular flour, walnuts, baking powder, rice milk, salt, flax seeds, brown rice syrup, canola oil, dates, 3 to 4 very ripe bananas, cinnamon, nutmeg. First thing we're gonna do, as always, is get our nifty flaxseed grinder and grind the flax seeds, if they're not already. And you don't wanna forget to heat your oven to 350, so do that now. Now we're gonna chop the walnuts and the dates. So it calls for 8 ounces of dates. I just bought... 5-second rule. I just bought one of these packages and it's 8 ounces conveniently. So what we're gonna do is chop these up. These do have the pits in them, so be careful if you do buy them to make sure you obviously take the pits out. I don't want you dying. Now on to the bananas. So it's said to get the blackest bananas you could find. So I got these yesterday. They were the brownest ones that I could find at the market. And so I put them in a brown paper bag because I've heard that that helps to get them to ripen faster. So I did that, and I think they did ripen a little bit faster, but this is the best that I can do. The reason why they want you to get the most ripe bananas possible is because this is the main thing that you're gonna sweeten the scones with. So there's no other sugar other than what's in the dates and what's in the brown rice syrup. That's another sweetener, but this is the main sweetening component to these scones. So now we're gonna mash these up. We're supposed to have about a cup. So that's why I did 3 bananas, hoping to get a cup's worth. We'll see if that works. If not, we'll just grab another one. I feel like 2 bananas is a cup. Looks like we do need a 3rd one. So we should be good with 3. All right, that is a cup. So we're supposed to put a tablespoon of flour in these dates and toss them around. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I think this is to help separate the chunks because you're supposed to separate these as much as you can so they don't stick together. All right, in a large bowl, we're gonna whisk together the flax seeds and the rice milk. Now we're gonna whisk in the mashed banana, canola oil, and brown rice syrup. All right, we need a 1/4 cup of brown rice syrup. It's like caramel. Just gonna let that sit there for a second. All right, we're gonna whisk this up. I almost feel like I'm making banana bread. That's what it smells like. I just realized we're putting walnuts in this too, so it's gonna be like banana walnut scones practically. So it's gotta be good, right? In a separate bowl, we're gonna sift together the all-purpose flour, the regular flour, and the whole wheat pastry flour, and then all the other stuff. Baking powder, cinnamon, and nutmeg. So I just realized they do not tell you when to put in the salt. So I feel like this is a good time to do that. All right, I think we're pretty good. Okay, now we're supposed to put this into the banana mixture. Stir until it's just moistened. I lost some of it, oh well. Whoops. All right, I'm going to switch from the whisk to a spoon. All right, let's finish this off. It said it should be tough but sticky. It is definitely tough and sticky. Now we're supposed to fold in the dates and the walnuts. It's giving me a bit of a workout. All right, now you want to get 2 cookie sheets, and if they're ugly like mine, just put parchment paper on them. And then we're gonna lightly oil a 1/2 cup measuring cup and use this to scoop out and then throw on the pans. I actually had to go buy this because I didn't have any of these. I guess we're gonna use canola oil because that's what was in it. It's gonna lightly grease it, so I just want to put a little dollop in there. All right, here we go. Scoop this out. Generous thingy. Plop it down there. It says to give it a little pat if you want to. That seems really thick. It says to keep them about 3 inches apart. That looks good. Is that really supposed to be that thick? Okay, so they said scoop generous 1/2 cup fulls. I wonder if they mean half of the 1/2 cup. Let's try that. I bet that's what they mean. There's no way that I would get enough to take half of this. Takesies backsies. Let's grab that. clearly know what I'm doing. How many is this supposed to make? It makes 8 large scones. So I guess we were supposed to do that. Well, we're gonna make smaller ones. These are gonna be all kinds of weirdly shaped. That looks good, right? All right, now we wanna cook these for 32 to 34 minutes. We're probably gonna check them a little bit before because since they're a little bit smaller than they asked for, they might cook a little bit faster. So let's stick them in the oven. All right, I think we're good. So they have browned a little bit and they're pretty firm. Ow! So the book says they're gonna be a little bit more, they're gonna be a little bit more chewy than most scones. A lot of scones, people think that they're really dry and dense. These are probably gonna be fairly dense, but they're gonna be pretty chewy and softish. But you can always still put like margarine or whatever on them. I don't know, I haven't even tried them yet, so just hold on. I'll let these cool for about 5 more minutes. So once again, I burned the bottom of one of the pans. And I think it's my stupid oven because I put these in for like 25 minutes, which was a lot shorter than what the book told me to, also because they were smaller in size. One of the pans burned a little bit on the bottom, as you can see, but the other pan, just fine, perfect. So I should have probably switched them halfway through, like I said before, and I never did. So I'm gonna start doing that. Let's try it. Ooh, look at that steam. They smell very much like banana nut loaf, banana bread, banana nut bread. So if I could go back in time and smack myself at the beginning of the video, I would, because these are delicious. If you like banana nut bread, these are a great variation of that. Because you have your bananas, walnuts, the sweetness from the dates, everything's really good. And it has like kind of a, you know, like they said, it's gonna be a little bit chewier than a lot of other scones. So because of that, it almost has like a bread consistency. It's very similar to a bread. I imagine once it cools off a little bit, it's gonna get a little bit more tough. But this is really good. It reminds me very much of banana nut bread, which I love. So if you like that, make this. You will not be disappointed. As always, thanks for watching. Hit a thumbs up if you liked it. I love you for it. And continue to watch and share and all that good stuff. See you next time.